What's going on, everybody? Rainy day here in Ohio. It's a beautiful day, really, to work in the garage, get stuff done. Jennifer's at work. Wyatt had to go park cars at our local festival. We have a huge sauerkraut festival here in Waynesville. I don't go to it. I went to a swap meet this morning. Look what I found. You know, my old buddy Corey and Kyle, they get me every time. You know, I'm a sucker. People know what I like, and I like weird stuff. So I picked up a set of dinosaurs, man. 16 5x14 Barts. There's a weird one in there. That's not a Bart, but $300. I grabbed those just to have them in the stockpile. 16.5 stuff's hard to find, but are they great? I don't know. Are they mine? Yeah. Let me get this stuff out of the truck real quick. Then we're going to do a little work on the C20 today. These are the wheel bearings out right here real quick. Don't know why I bought those. Don't know why I bought this. That sucker right there, boys. That's your 5-foot tall. That's your 5-foot tall gumball machine right there. That's gonna look good. Thanks, Corey. I love it. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna look good in our parts garden. I'm gonna put something over to keep the water out of it so it don't get ruined. But anyways, we drove the old Army truck over there. They have a little Miami Valley Four-Wheelers Club. Had a little swap meet today. So we went over there and got that done. Got a little project here. I got this eBay intake. I wish I didn't, honestly. Wish I didn't have it, but I do. We're gonna make it work. So what I gotta do is drill some holes for my brackets, because I got short injectors. And I got 4 brackets, actually 3 brackets. I need to drill the holes, get the other fuel rail in, get the other injectors in, drill those holes, and start putting it on. I noticed I don't have an O-ring for the front. So I'm either gonna have to order an O-ring or find the one I had, if I had one. I've moved this stuff around so many times that it's hard to really say what all I got. But you'll have that on a big project. So really, I'm just going to bolt them down, drill holes, and bolt them, clean everything up, and start trying to get this on the truck. Actually, this is the big hold up. So I'll start bolting this on. And another thing I'm going to show you today is this. Nice CNC, they say. So the throttle body right here comes out, hits the idler pulley. The idler pulley is like right here. This bracket moves it down and away. $18 bracket, $500 intake. It's going to fix the problem. So we'll get to that here in a little bit. We'll move some stuff around, keep cleaning up. Another thing I got to do is I got to finish welding this turbo pipe. That's what I'm going to do real quick. Fill in the gap, weld in the O2 sensor bung. And I got some heat tape for that. I'm gonna wrap that baby up and we'll get that mounted on the truck, hopefully for one last time. So thanks for watching. Hopefully we entertain you. I'm gonna jump on the welder and buzz this in real quick. All right, I cobbled that together, so We'll see how that works. Don't matter how it looks because I got heat tape. I'm going to cover it. So you'll never see it. For all you criticals, people who like to point out people's welds, this thing is awkward. I need a way to hold it. Go to the vise. Man, the garage has never been enough. Junk everywhere. Speedway, hit me up. I love your stuff. They say to get this stuff wet first, but I didn't. Put a little clampy clamp on here to keep it from, once I get enough on there to quit moving. Man, I can get it tighter this way. Well, didn't go very far. That's pretty disappointing. This might seem a little weird. I just came up with this just in the last few seconds. I have this gasless flux core wire. Came with my welder when I bought it. I'm never going to use it. I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to wrap it around that heat tape so it never comes off. Big thing around here is everybody's complaining about drag racing. Oh, I can't go that fast. Oh, this is unfair. Shut up. You never had a chance anyway. You just want to go out there and have a car. You ain't got no chance of winning. If you cared about winning drag races, you'd bracket race. They bracket race at the track every Saturday. You can win money, you can win trophies, and you can become a better race car driver instead of some flashlight. This stuff. Everybody's a wannabe drag racer. You ain't fast, trust me. Unless you're selling t-shirts by the thousands, you're not fast. You could dream about being fast, but you're not. You might be fast for the fastest guy on your street, but you are not nowhere near a street racer. I'm just talking in general. There's people with $1 million that'll pull up and just drive out of your life. Have fun. Do something you enjoy. Something that don't cause pain. No one wants to grudge race anymore. Like, God dang. Shut up. Everybody online just complaining about everything all the time. I'm complaining about them. This seems to be better. Trying to get this truck done. Been beating it into the dirt. It's been forever. Best case scenario, if it gets too hot, it welds itself together. All right, take the clamp off. That worked out pretty nice. Just looked up and seen it sitting there and thought, man, that'd look better than rusty steel wire. This sucker's wrapped up like a Christmas ham, boys. When they come in those ropes, people's gonna love this. And as soon as I get done, we can go put it on. That's the best part. I'm just gonna run this around there a bunch. Overkill. That's the name of my game. Build it better, so you don't have to build it twice. Man, I wish I could play music. Let's take her to the truck, see how she fits. Might have to lower it down some. So it didn't fit the hole, so I had to modify it. That's what all that was about. And it still don't fit the hole. So I'm not sure what happened there, but the goal was to make it fit the hole, but now it don't fit the hole. All right, got that done. Now we're going to work on this. I've moved it and moved it and moved it. I'm lucky if I have all the parts. Put a little lube on them O-rings. A little WD won't hurt. I regret everything about this intake, to be honest with you. But I'm hard-headed, and I'll stick with it no matter what. All right. Is this the right way to do this? Probably not. I'll take it all apart and clean it, but I got to do it. 1 down, 5 to go. Been putting this off for months. Just making everything finger tight. Oh, I know where everything goes. All right, heck, man, I've been putting that off. That's one side done. They're supposed to be taller, but these are shorter injectors. So, hopefully we're good. Well, this O-ring is a little too big. Don't like it. Thought I had it. Daggone, what's going on? Oh, she popped. She rose up. China. I don't know how I got so off. It'd be a miracle if this thing ever runs, I'm telling you. I'm gonna put the ends in. She's clean. Trust me. Got my A&N adjustable wrench. I always wanted one of these. Couldn't afford the whole set. Power stroke, boys. Sound like an old 460. When I used to live here, I used to live in the house up there. I would sit there on the porch, watch everybody going to the rodeo. I called it the 5-speed challenge. They'd see my trucks and they'd floor theirs. I don't live there anymore though, so they probably wonder what happened. I usually use the red stuff for fuel, but I don't have any. So we're going to roll the dice. I don't even need any, to be honest with you. I don't trust those cheap fittings. I got my fuel regulator is my return, and it's in the back. I'm gonna have to fix that later. I wasn't thinking. I need a boost reference fuel regulator. So sometimes when you're putting the puzzle together, you don't have all the pieces. Sometimes you don't know what pieces you even need. Got some vacuum ports on the bottom I gotta address. Yeah, we'll get all that out of there. We'll blow it out there. So we'll have vacuum lines going to the blow-off valve, vacuum lines going to the booster. Probably run that off of here, over to the booster. I don't even think we need that one, to be honest with you. I don't think they gave me a plug for it. So I think we'll have to put those on later. I'm gonna put just a little bit of silicone in there to hold these in. That way, these take these weird gaskets. There are some Corvette gaskets that are like this that I need to get, but I don't have them. And I think if I just put a little silicone in there to hold them and I set it down on there, everything will tighten up real nice. But I got to clean everything. Got my map sensor in the back, and I'm a lot farther along than I was 30 minutes ago. So, I mean, that's just it. You just start working, and pretty soon, you get something done. You know, it's not that bad. So we'll need a few plugs because we won't use all these. And that's about it for that. So next step is clean it and put it on. I got to find that O-ring for the throttle body, or I got to get a new one. So that's what that's going to be. And I don't even know if I ever had it, to be honest with you. I think you'd see it hanging around here, big giant O-ring, but I've never seen it. So I'll probably have to order one. But anyways, that's it for a few minutes. I'm going to go take a break, and then I'll be back. All right. Back in the shop. We're about ready to put this intake on. These gaskets fit in here like this. They don't want to stay on their own, and I've heard these could be problematic. I'm going to run just a ever so slightly small bead of silicone in there to hold them. Let that sit for a few minutes, and then I'm going to put it on. I pulled the tape off the engine, and I'm probably doing this wrong, but I'm an old 350 Chevy guy, so I'm used to using way too much silicone. It might be too small of a hole. Just getting some in there just to hold the gasket. I'm gonna let the gasket do its job. Adam Harris told me to use Corvette gaskets. Here I am not, so I'll probably regret that. I said, "Do you ever use one of these intakes?" And his exact words were, "Yeah, but we had problems with the intake gaskets leaking." So here I am not listening to nothing. But stupidity is a real problem. Got caught up watching the Bengals. They scored a win today. That always makes my son happy. Makes me happy too, I guess. Think we're gonna be just fine with this. All right. Let that sit up for a few minutes. All right. See if we can lower this unit down a little bit more. Guess I should have test fit it. Well, it hits the alternator. You know, why not? Truck's low. Used to working on lifted trucks. Doggone sun's coming out. All right, you fix one problem, another one pops up, another one pops up. So this idler pulley hits my throttle body and everything. And I wasn't going to use this intake. I was going to just put a stock intake back on it, which probably makes more power, but I started looking. And they make an $18 bracket that goes on here. All right, we'll get this off. I'm gonna stick something in that intake. Some clean new rags, stick in there. I don't have an O-ring for the daggone throttle body. I don't know where that's at. That's what happens when this stuff sits around for 2 years. All right, gotta take these 2 bolts out down here. Take these out. As I find my parts, I'll put them on. Of course, they're going to use different bolts than the factory. All right, here's what we got. This bolt's on there, moves the pulley over. Pulley bolts in there just like that. So, let's throw this on. eBay and pray. It says nice CNC. All right. Might buy a new one of those. I don't like the way that one turns. All right. Moved it down there. Don't know if the same belt will fit. I got an engine over here. It's the same, 4.8. It's got the same belt on it. Let me go grab that. All right, we got her installed. But what I didn't look at in the directions when I bought it is I needed a different belt. So I went back in and found right here, belt. Tells me which belt I need. So I screenshot that. I'll get a new belt. And then when I know it fits, I'll buy a second one and put it in the back. So I'm gonna pull this crappy alternator off here. Pulley's messed up. I'm gonna put a different one on it. All right. Trying to run as much stock stuff as I can, but I'm gonna have to get a different belt. That's why I say I'll run two when I figure out which one I need. Because I don't want to have this problem again. Ricola! Always wanted to do that. Stick this back on so nothing gets in there. All right. Moving along. All right. One step forward, one step back, one step forward, two steps back. We're putting the oil return line on the drain for the turbo. I didn't think I had one that was long enough, but I do. So that's nice. We're starting to get so much stuff in here, can't hardly see what you're doing. All right, doing good. Got the intake on, got the turbo oil feed. This is my oil feed, this is my return, got that on. We're working on a upper hose here, just need a 90, a real tight 90 to make that. Here is my wastegate, no, this is blow off valve, vacuum signal. This is gonna go underneath the intake. Already got a vacuum port down there for it. You just can't see it. Stuff everywhere. It's getting complicated. Well, I thought I'd be able to reach under there with the intake on, but I can't. That's a bummer. Snake battle. Come on, sucker. Oh, I think I got you. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Victory. Got her on there. Daggone. I'll never get the one on there for the brake booster, but we're going to try. Next thing I need to do is install the starter. I've been moving this sucker around, moving it around. Well, let's put it up in here. At least if it's up in here, we won't have to keep moving it around. I'll go grab a few wrenches for the electric. So I know I'm gonna have to modify my crossover pipe because it don't fit worth a dang. I already know that. Unfortunately, hangs too low. I don't want to be rubbing cross member everywhere I go. Got a block off plate coming for the wastegate under here. All right. Here's my starter, just a regular old starter. We didn't change the pistons or anything. Run stock compression motor, so it should be good. Never really heard of LS's having starter problems. Any of you guys out there? Nope. Well, we'll see then, I guess. And with that socket, all right, let's throw her in here. Transmission's got to come back out, but at least we can test fit it. I don't have torque converter or flywheel, so I got to pull those back out. Like to give me 3 bolts. I don't understand that. Anybody know? I don't. But they did. All right. Made a new battery cable. I've been in here putting clamps on everything, trying to make it look all nice and neat. Running out of real estate. I gotta get battery cable in there. See where it's going to go. Obviously want to keep it away from the heat. I might put something over it, but I at least need to see where she's going, what I got. Sometimes you got to do it. Then you'll figure out how a better way you want to do it. If that makes any sense. You may not know what you're doing the first time. It may take a couple times to get it the way you want it to look. Trial and error. I know I've been working on this thing too long, but daggone, it's a lot of truck. I should have just put a 350 in it. Big block Chevy or something. I'd have been driving it a long time ago. Let's see what we got. Where are we going to route this sucker? I'll have to start drilling some holes. Just kind of use existing holes. There's so many holes in the frame. I just kind of used them up. But I'm about out. Try not to use zip ties. Try to make it look like a person who knows what they're doing did it. Even though I don't. I see a good spot for a clamp and a bolt. One of the things I hate to do is drill. I especially hate to drill over my head. So, check out this ingenious idea that I had. Just like that. What do you think of that? That's a good idea, ain't it? I'm proud. Join me again for more tips.